My daughter took her life 3 years ago. I'm so glad that I was where I was at on a conscious level because I was able to go right into a completely different life, raising two little girls. I immediately recognized that this is just a shift.
I was showing myself walking down a path or a hallway, and all of a sudden there was this explosion of light in my body. And I was totally transformed.
That is so exciting.
Oh my gosh, you know Clayton?
Oh, yes. We were on a call together this week, he and Jeffrey and Monica and I.
I can't believe this.
And they visited our mountain house this year, and they stayed over. We're in our mountain house right now. They stayed over, and we were just talking this week about how they need to come back and be here with
Clayton and Jeff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my, Angie, I cannot even believe this, but I can, but this is still flooring me. We saw your interview with Alex on Next Soul Level. And, you know, we just thought, we felt very pulled to meet with you and to have a channel.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I want to cry. This is so wonderful.
It is. And
I can't believe it. Oh my gosh.
I'm such a fan of theirs. When I first met them, and I was considering getting involved with them, I asked Judah, and Judah gave this beautiful channel about them. But Judah said that they are the Wright brothers of consciousness.
Oh, wow.
That they are doing for consciousness around the world what the Wright brothers did for flight.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
We love them. And
this is incredible. Wow, you're very blessed to have that. Mm-hmm. As we are. You know, it's so funny because I was friends with Clayton, and then I told Clayton about Gil. Mm-hmm. And this was 12 years ago. And then Clayton was doing coaching at that time. Mm-hmm. And so then he said, yeah, I'll talk to him, you know, and then he touched Gil's first book and he went, whoa, that calibrates at 600. And then he was curious because at that time he said there were 5 people on the planet that calibrated at 600. Mm-hmm. And 600 is enlightenment, as you know. Then he met Gil, on the phone, and started coaching him for 3 years. And he said and I don't talk about this.
Oh, I know you don't.
Because we're doing a session with you.
Yeah, no, it's great.
He said that Gil's an anomaly, that he doesn't understand it, that he's actually never worked with anybody that has gone through this process, and he kept supporting Gil, just kept going up, 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 up.
I love it.
And through that, I went through my own throes, you know, and and so anyway, Gil just put out his second book that's it calibrates at 900 and
you said 993.
Thank you.
I have to read it. What's the name of it?
Oh, it's Awaken to That Which We Are.
Ooh, must read.
Yeah, he said that there was only one other book that calibrated over 900, and it was in the low 900s. Okay, can you see? You can see it now, right?
I see it, yeah. Beautiful, so amazing.
And and then when he told me the calibration of this book, I was really pleased that because it just flowed. So I thought it was good, but 993, that's
exceptional. You were channeling the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
You know, I just tell you how grateful I am right now. I just am holding back not to cry because, of course it's a long journey for all of us, but it's very potent and beautiful, but it's so rare what we're going through, and hopefully it's not that rare. Like, I personally, I'm with the Christ consciousness. Mother Mary's my God, main God, Yeshua, and I have an altar here with Yeshua, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. And then I'm also with Alma Bhagavan, who are very high calibrating avatars, living avatars that perform miracles on earth. And Sherilyn and Clayton are also associated with them. They're one of the 5 that calibrated the highest. But what I wanted to say is, even though we're on the path and we understand so much, sometimes it's just like putting out our book, and it's Gil's book. I contributed about 20%. And, and sometimes like Gil's been shown since forever that he was coming into this, what he refers to as an ecstatic explosion. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes, I think, oh, come on, that was symbolic, but, he, and he's heard from other.
No, and I've seen it too.
And you've seen it, and I've seen like
in the vision, yeah.
Yeah. And he was in, well, more than once you were told this, and then other people have confirmed it, right? But Gil's going to be 83 in a couple months.
Beautiful.
And we just, when we saw you with Alex, we thought let's do this. Let's just check in on this, and I'd like to know how I'm doing with my soul evolutionary process.
I love it. I love that. And I'm excited to be on the call with you guys. I just actually got off of a call with a precious, precious, precious mother. And she's living with an adult child who's a 35 on the Hawkins scale.
35?
No, a 35.
35, Gil. Like 20, 30, 35.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's a wide range, right? At the Judah channel that we're working with. And then Judah's so sweet to give me time with folks like you guys that are a breath of fresh air and to lift my spirit again. And and I love working with the other sweeties too. I love it, and sometimes I feel like my personal level of consciousness is going up and down an elevator. I'm like this,
Yeah, Angie.
Working with different energies and people in different places. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're on the ground. I call us the ground troop,
Yeah.
My daughter took her life 3 years ago. And
I'm so sorry, sweetie.
Thank you. She jumped off the highest cliff here in Nelson. And so my life was, I'm so glad that I was where I was at on a conscious level, because I was able to go right into a completely different life, raising 2 little girls. And because of Gil's state, I have to care for him a lot. And so I'm just moved into total service for my husband and my grandchildren. So, and I used to have a healing center in Sedona, and I took care of lots of clients. So I immediately recognized that this is just a shift. It's all it is. I mean, everything is as Yeshua always says, everything is, and I can't think of the word right now, but everything is the same. You know what I mean? There's no difference, and it's just what I bring to it. And it's going to be whatever I say it is mentally.
Exactly.
So, but it was quite discombobulating, like just the grief. And then I'm so concerned about these little girls, and that I have to get not so caught up in the 3D and remember, the higher laws, that I'm not here to totally do everything for them. They're gods, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
God's children, and I'm just here to support,
Well, Chuck, that's so beautiful. Chuck and I he's just going to be turning 78, and he was so instrumental in my whole transformation.
Oh, wow.
I think when he and I met, it was about 8 years ago, I was running about 350.
Oh.
So I have gone through like a major, like really fast change and transformation, and it's super, super intense. And we have this beautiful spiritual partnership, and he's really been a part of that. And Clayton and Jeffrey have been an enormous support for us and everything that we're going through in our own evolution. And if you guys think of us, you can pray for us too, because we do so much work with the Judah channel. It's so beautiful. We love it. But I also, want to stay very true to why I'm here, which is to become a fully enlightened being. That's why I'm here.
That's the most we can do to help humanity.
That's why I'm here, and I Jesus reinforces to me all the time, this is the primary reason we're here, is for you and your personal enlightenment, and then to serve others. So there's a constant pull, spirituality. You guys
we all need that reminder. Like, thank you for reminding me, because all of a sudden it's all about these 2 little girls and Gil, and then I'm getting lost in the shuffle, and that's not in my highest and best, but I'm not getting lost, but I poured everything into the book, and I do all the marketing for the book. I do all the social media. But it's really, and that's what Alma Bhagavan say that it's our enlightenment that is, going to cause everybody else to just light up and light up and light up all over the world, the planet.
Exactly.
That's the most, that's the most important freeing thing we can possibly do.
Yeah. So beautiful. You guys are beautiful, precious. Well, shall we
So amazing to meet you. We weren't sure, but we would love if Yeshua came in, but of course we trust whatever happens, Angie, and thank you. You're just precious.
Yeah, and dear Alex, that was the first time I had ever channeled Mahavatar Babaji.
Oh, I know.
Or Yogananda. I mean, I knew a little bit about him, but that was it. Just the tiniest bit. And I have to tell you this part because you will really appreciate this. The universe has brought this beautiful young man into our lives. His name is Gautam, which means the Buddha.
Oh, wow.
And he is a follower of Babaji.
Oh, wow.
A very dedicated initiate. And he hangs out with us all the time. Wow. And he just got back from seeing Babaji in India. Do you know they put 500,000 people in a pavilion to see Babaji there?
What? 500, 500,000 people.
1,000.
And did he appear?
Under one roof. This is the current Babaji of the Mahavatar Babaji lineage.
Oh, wow. Wow. 500,000. No, I can't even.
He showed me a picture and it just blew my mind.
Oh, my gosh.
So the day after I was talking to Clayton and Jeff this week, we had a couple hours together. That night, Gautam, the little Buddha, we call him the Buddha or Babaji. He came over and we were meditating and Yeshua came through.
Oh.
And we were just floored. I will email you the audio. It has not been edited.
Thank you. I just feel amazing. Thank you.
So good. Now, Ashleigh, what was your daughter's name?
Crystal.
Crystal. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let me ask. Can we talk to her? Would you like to speak to her?
Oh, sure. Of course.
Okay. All right. Well, let's dive in. You guys can just, join in or ask questions or converse however you feel as we go. Oh, sweet Yeshua, Paramahansaji. Mahavatar Babaji, we give you our thanks and our devotion. We thank you for this beautiful book of Gil's and Ashleigh's. We give you thanks. We give you thanks for our journeys, for every step of the way. I ask you would elevate this meeting. We ask that you would raise the level of consciousness in this meeting as high as you possibly can, that is safe for us. We thank you for your source presence in this meeting. Judah, I thank you for your love, for your power. I thank you for the purity with which you express the love of God, the love of Yeshua. I ask that you would do more for Ashleigh and Gil during this time than they could even perceive or imagine. I ask that you would even give them miracles. Judah, I ask that you would help me to drop out of the way and that you would come through fully, thoroughly, completely with clarity and authority and high energies. Judah, I ask that through this time you would even bring those really profound energies, especially through Gil's body and Ashleigh's body, to restore, rejuvenate all their cells, their organs, their vision, the nerve endings in their toes and feet, strength in the legs, flow in the organs, all the organs. Judah, asks you would tag and treat, touch and treat, and renew and restore Gil's kidney function, his liver function. Give him a strong heart, really strong heart. Thank you for his beautiful heart that keeps beating so diligently. Thank you. Thank you for their life. Thank you for the that they are pillars and placeholders in this world. Pillars that hold up and hold open doorways from heaven to earth. Yes, dear ones, We are Judah. We are pleased to make your acquaintance. It is a pleasure. It is an honor. We give you our honor. We give you our thanks. We are blessed for this meeting with you. We are always available to you anytime you would desire our presence. There we are. In the instant you think the thought, as it is with all of your beloved masters. You think the thought, and there they are. You think the thought of appreciation, of adoration, and there they are in your presence, in your field, bringing in and expanding illumination and vibration for the joy of living, for the joy of living. Ashleigh, we thank you for your beautiful daughter, Crystal. She is a gem, a rare gem in the realm of heaven. We know you know some of these things we will share, but we will say them again to reinforce them to your beautiful mother's heart. Yes, the density of earth can be difficult for loving, expanded souls, for souls so full of love. The energies can be difficult to navigate, to be clear. And your precious daughter was such an empathic soul, empathic to the nth degree. She carried so many burdens for so many others. She carried in her heart, in her emotional state, and in her body so many of the cares of the world. She longed for justice. She longed for peace. She longed for righteousness. She longed for freedom, not just for herself, but for so many others. And so this beautiful soul was weighted down in her being and really longed for home. And she is at home with us. She is at home in the angelic realm, and she dances and sings and rejoices with angels. And she is so joyful, and she is a constant companion for her beautiful daughters and for the two of you. And she is lighter than a feather. She is lighter than a feather. She is full of bliss and purpose. And she does want to speak to you, dear one. Mom, I love you so much, and I miss you so much. I miss your hugs and your making a plate and setting it in front of me of something good, something you know I will enjoy. I miss our holidays together. I miss my girls. They are God's girls. Now they're your girls. I had peace in my transition knowing that my girls would be with you. And I had total and complete faith in your ability to love them in the best possible way. And I see now clearly everything I could not see in that moment of time. I only felt such a longing to go home. And I thank you for your forgiveness. And I'm only rejoicing here, and every tear has been wiped from my eyes. And I am constantly kissing the girls in the wind, in the leaves, in the mountain air, in the sunshine, in their play with their friends. And I know that you know exactly how to guide them in understanding this from a higher perspective. And there's so much on the other side for you to look forward to. There's so much for you to look forward to. It's more than I can describe or explain, and I look forward to joining you in this place.
Thank you. Deeply, forever. I honor you. I think you're the most amazing woman I ever met. The most courageous, with purpose, and so gifted, so connected to the other side. I always believed every word you spoke. You know that. I took you seriously. I honored you.
Yes.
I miss you so much, but I honor and I'm grateful that I'm in your home every day with your girls.
She's beginning to recede some, but I can tell she's very, very active with the girls all the time.
Yeah.
Very active. And she wanted you to know that that she lives in total freedom, and she's able to manifest her intention instantaneously and effectively and powerfully from where she is. And this is something she had really longed for.
Yes, that's right. She really knew how powerful she could be, and she wanted to step into that.
Yeah.
That godliness. She knew.
Mm-hmm.
She was very restricted here.
Yeah, she's in total freedom. She's able to instantly manifest whatever she desires for you and for the girls.
Wow.
and she's in total freedom, and it feels so good. It feels so good.
Oh, thank you. I love you, Crystal. I love you. Thank you, Crystal, for being who you are for all of us. Thank you. I'm honored to be your mom and your sister in the light.
Yeah, good. Sorry I couldn't hold on to her much longer.
Okay, I shouldn't have started talking.
No, that's great. You did good. Sometimes I don't know always like why they start receding a little bit. It could be sometimes because they're being mindful of my own energy, or of.
Sure.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
That was incredible. Beautiful. It was so clear.
Do you talk to her a lot, sweetie? Because you came
all the time.
Yeah.
I get up at 4 a.m. and I go into my practice, and I work with a pendulum and oracle cards, and I ask her questions about the 14-year-old, the 9-year-old is this, is that, how do you want me to do this? And then I check in with my pen, and we communicate a lot.
That's so good.
Yeah, and I do a lot of clearing and all the time, clearing gills in my bodies, and some protection too, and making sure there's clarity.
And the girl's the littlest one. She likes to be outside a lot.
Yeah, she loves nature.
I saw her like sending like a breeze to kiss her daughter's face, or a leaf, or a bird. She does things, just to send them bits of joy.
Oh, I'll let her be more aware of that. Like, she has this thing about a wisp in her hair, and she lets it come down, and she goes, "That's cute."
She's cute.
Oh, I said, "It sure is."
She's so cute.
She's adorable.
Oh, so
they're both healers, and they're both very bright. They're very clear.
Do we want to try talking to Yeshua?
Gil, you go ahead, darling.
But I was shown in a clear vision how my spiritual awakening would take place. And this was back in the 1960s, 67, 68 or so. And I was showing myself walking down a path or a hallway, and all of a sudden there was this explosion of light in my body. And I was totally transformed. I've been working towards that, preparing myself for that. And I would love to know if Yeshua has anything to shed light on that, where I am in that. I sense that it's close, very close. But again, I'd love to, if Yeshua wants to talk about that, I would love to hear what he has to say.
May I add something? Because I support Gil. So this is an event that Gil's been waiting for, and he was shown and told by other psychics in Sedona. We lived there for 15 years, and so it's a manifestation of God on earth. Mm-hmm. And he was told about 6 years ago that he had already manifested his. How was it put, Gil, that you were embodying all of the God genes in you?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
So I just wanted to add that. And
right, that the genes in my body were already moving in that direction. I guess preparing the body, I guess, is what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So before we channel about that, I can tell you some of the things Judah's told us. And Archangel Michael, when we channel, that there are certain people here now who have volunteered to become what they call a new human, meaning that almost to be like a guinea pig of sorts, to have their physical bodies really transformed to be able to hold much higher vibrational energies than humans have been able to maintain before, and to actually to consistently hold that frequency, and that they are making changes to the body in order to make that happen for the ones who have volunteered in this way. Let me ask Judah, is Gil one of those people? Yes. And they say, yes, you're one of those people. And that they said, Judah's saying, is this Judah? Yes. That you're, that you will push the envelope on aging and longevity and what that means. And that you'll be an example of this new human in that arena. Let me ask, I'm listening and asking some more questions. They said that you have the capacity to live to be 120 if you desire it. 10, 20. And that it's up to you whether or not you choose that as a path or a journey for yourself. But if you choose that it would be of service to humanity to understand what the potential and possibilities are for the body, and for the body being indwelt by God and God consciousness. And I'm likely, personally, now I'm just speaking as Anjie, I'm probably a much lower level of conscious than you are, I would say, maybe significantly. But so when I share this, I share it to encourage you that several times lately when I'm in bed at night, God has taken over my body. And for a few moments, I experienced myself as fully God. And and I haven't shared this anywhere, but I know it's something that you can hear and understand. So I'll share it with you. And it's not something that is describable, but in those moments, for however long they lasted, I was experiencing myself as the full embodiment of all that is, and it was mind-blowing. So I see this is what I believe, yes, Judah says yes, this is what you're talking about, this event that you're talking about and anticipating is having the capacity to have a full embodiment of God in your person and to sustain it. Yes. This is what you want. They're asking, is that what you want?
Absolutely. That's what I've been wanting my whole life. Yeah.
Okay. And so they said, yes, this is absolutely attainable for you. And there's no effort required, that only melting into presence, nothing required, just openness to this experience and total surrender. Yes, and it is certainly attainable. Let me ask, is there a timeline? They said the timeline is not important. Just know that it's yours. And you're going to begin dropping into this state. As I just described at night, I dropped into this state for a few moments. You're going to begin having these experiences now where you, for moments, you are fully God, and you'll be totally aware of that. And you'll have no concept whatsoever of being guilt. And when these experiences happen, don't try to figure them out or what caused them or how they came to be. Just let them come and let them go, like ocean waves, that come in on the shore and then back, and come in and then back. So just let it happen when it happens. And each time that this happens, you will sustain it a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer, until you can fully embody this state. They said, absolutely, you can fully embody this state on this side of heaven. And if you choose, they're offering to live to 120. You can conceivably, yes, live in this enlightened state many years. And when you, of course, when you drop into this state, then you can also, they're saying you can do it now, and you can do it at will by just acknowledging it. That's all you have to do. And there are some, not many, but some, who then will covet and treasure just having you sit with them. And just that's all that's needed, just that you can sit with them, and it will transfix them and transform them in many ways and help them. Oh, I feel that really strongly. Ooh. Oh. You're even doing it right now. You're doing it for me. It's just you just sitting and being who you are. And it quickens like a dream in me for enlightenment. And it opens a doorway, a space for others when they sit with you, then to experience and to have hope for this thing that they've longed for so long, to become enlightened, to be fully who they are, which is what Crystal felt. She just had such a deep longing to return home. And the only way she knew to make that happen was to go in the way that she did. But your presence, just sitting, like being here on this call, it creates a space, even like for me, to have a renewed hope, for this full realization of enlightenment, and and also your presence creates this, like a break is not nearly the right word, but like a deep respite and rest from the weariness of the journey that people are going through. Even just, as I came on the call, I had been praying, doing some cleanup in between the two sessions, because, like the one I said was before you guys this afternoon, that was so low and so heart-wrenching. And so your presence kind of gives people like myself a rest, a deep respite, and a remembering on a deep level of why we're doing all of this stuff, and renewing hope for this enlightened state. Yeah. Let me ask, there's something more there. Judah. Judah says that for every year that you stay alive, they will give you 10 fully enlightened souls. So every year that you choose to remain in the body, in the flesh, they will give you 10. They will give you 10 souls that will step over into an enlightened state, and so then to anchor the planet. Judah, is that right? Yes. Yeshua, you agree? Yes. Yeah. All right, let's ask Yeshua. Yeah. He says, that was all me telling you all that. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for your beautiful presence. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Did you know, or were you aware that you have, I can hear Yeshua was telling me that you, your lineage, your spiritual lineage, your inheritance, your soul family was Joseph, the father of Jesus. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Let me ask a little more. Soul. Joseph is a soul family? His soul? Yeah. Yeah, you are an incarnation of the soul of Joseph, the father of Jesus.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I feel that in my heart chakra so strongly. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you saying from the lineage of Yeshua's father Joseph, or he was Yeshua's father Joseph?
It's
or from that lineage?
So they're the soul family.
Yes.
Of Joseph, the father of Jesus. You are also of that soul. So he would be your soulmate. You know, your brother, your friend, your soul family. You're of the same soul. So, like Judah is my soul family. They've poured some degree of themselves into me. So my soul emanates or comes from the soul family of Judah. In the same way, your soul family is that of Joseph, the father of Christ.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, I have to be still for a second. Just feel, wow. I feel that so strong in my sternum. Oh, see if there's more on that. Hello, I am Yeshua ben Joseph. And I recognize in you, dear Gil, the love, the grace and wisdom of my dear father, my earthly father. And my earthly father was also my spiritual father and an ascended master. Joseph was an ascended master come to facilitate my journey. And you embody his soul. So when I look at you, I see you and honor, revere you as my father. And you have much the same spirit, in truth, the same spirit of my beloved father. And you are very honored here. We honor your life, well lived, of courage, determination, and commitment to the purpose of the soul. And all will be culminating now in these remaining years for you. And you will need wait for nothing to cross to the other side, for all is yours now on this side of the veil. Lay hold of it, be it, be it, be it, embody it, exude it, emanate. Your essence is lovely in the earth. It is renewing the earth, dear one. Your essence is renewing the earth. As you breathe in life and light and life force energy. As you exhale, you clear the etheric field. And you may expand or contract your auric field at will. And you are going to be mastering this in the most conscious way. There are times you will pull this field, this Christ consciousness, this Buddha field, you will pull it into your inner being in the center of your heart as the tiniest seed. And then there are other times where you will expand it to cover the whole globe and even to reach out into the cosmos, into the angelic realm, into the realms of your star mothers, fathers, brothers, and sisters. And it will be for you to do this work of expansion and contraction for the remainder of your years. So cast your field wherever you wish. We have no need or desire to guide you in this, for you are it. You embody it. So do as you will, dear Gil.
Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, my brother.
Well.
Oh. Is this a good time for me to ask about?
Yeah, please.
It's hard to speak. I would like to ask Yeshua, and if Mother Mary wants to come in, or Judah, whoever wants to show up for me will be perfect. I'd like to ask, how am I doing within the mix of this, of supporting Gil with his message and his book, trying to support the girls and becoming conscious, awakened beings. It's a very critical time in their development. And their dad is spiritual, but focused in a different way. And I've taken on many times trying to keep Gil grounded on the earth. He meets with someone on a regular basis that's a beautiful channel and mentor, and she loves, Gil's energy, but twice she was awoken in the middle of the night because his silver cord had been cut, and he was just floating and floating, in the heavens and just loving it. But she asked her guides, well, what do you want me to do? And they said, get in there and repair it. And then another time she called us to make sure he was okay, because that time he had become completely fragmented in the heavens, like in his dream state.
Right.
So I take it very seriously, and it must be a higher knowing, because I don't always understand why I'm the way I am. But I watch him all the time to make sure he's grounded in his body. It's been a long journey, and Yeshua knows, and Mother Mary, that I've been through a lot of throes of my ego, and I write about that in my foreword. And Gil held space for me. It might have been hard for me to be in his light. And I'm the happiest when I do my sessions, but that's taken a huge back seat. But whenever a client reaches out, I make time, So thank you. Does that make sense?
Beautiful. Well, I'm going to share I have a really strong picture all through all that, so we'll share it because I hope it will give you some insight.
Sure.
I see, I don't know if you guys live by a lake or water.
We do.
Okay. So
Yeah,
what
I'll sit down.
Okay, great. Well, what I see is a fun, like a speedboat that you would use on a lake. And I see Gil driving the boat, and you're skiing on the back. You're water skiing. And the two girls are sitting in the two back seats of the boat. Gil's driving, and he's turning and looking over his shoulder at you as you ski, and you're skiing on the surface with such precision and joy, holding that rope, water skiing. And so, the water representing the consciousness, right? So for you in this life, your service, know that your being a 540 or whatever that you are is your highest service, because it allows you to maintain on the surface of consciousness rather than being swallowed up in it, rather than being submerged in it. It's not for you in this life to be submerged in it, because what you do is of high service to allow Gil's the fruition of what he's here to do, which is, as Judah said, Judah and Yeshua making a promise to him now. I apologize for being so emotional.
Oh, no.
Making a promise to him that for every year he remains alive, that he can birth 10 new enlightened beings in the world, which may be through his book. I don't know how that's going to happen. He may not even have contact with these 10 people, but it's just that this is the promise they're extending to him. So what you do allows this. So let him drive the boat. He's watching over you. Be at rest in his presence, the presence he brings, and just have fun doing the stuff that you do. And don't ever think of it as less than, right?
Right.
Because it's key, it's crucial, it's important, it's your high service,
right,
to all of this. But I do see you, when I see you doing this water skiing, you are having a lot of fun, and the girls are having a lot of fun. So just enjoy all of it and know that it's exactly what it's meant to be. And what Judah's taught me is that mastery is to allow people to come to you, right? And if they come, I let them come. If they go, I let them go. And so with your clients or any of that, or marketing, don't worry about any of it. Let it come to you. Judah, I ask you to please tag and treat in Ashleigh all of that conditioned response that she speaks of. And I thank you for the awareness of it. But now I ask you, Judah, to go deeper, and Yeshua, go deeper now and completely pull all of that up by the roots, the entire root system in every realm of time and space, in every dimension, every density, every reality, every frequency band. I ask, Lord Jesus, touch the original, the very first moment in the story of this soul that is Ashleigh, that felt a burden to care for others and felt responsible for so many and responsible with those she loved. Judah, please find that. Yeshua, tag it, treat it in every realm of time and space, neutralize it, clear it completely. Let today be the day that she never, ever, 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 ever again feels the burden of caring for others. That it become light as a feather now. Light, 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 effortless, effortless, effortless. Judah, I ask that you would tag and treat any belief in her subconscious mind, anything she believes about herself, about her duties, about her obligations, about those she loves, any belief that is misaligned with her perfection. Please treat that in all realms of time and space and do a massive change history and everything after that. And Judah, I ask, and Lord Jesus, please allow her to feel the depth of your appreciation for her. Good, that feels better. good.
Thank you. May I ask a quick question, Anjie? Sorry. You know, in the beginning, because Gil is and the person, the seer we work with, he goes in and out of his body, you know, because he goes up and he grabs all these keys and codes and brings them in and grounds them into earth. So because of that, it was very hard to do interviews.
Right.
And so we did 2 interviews that we didn't use because we're not accustomed to that. And now the last interview went very, very well. Gil was very grounded, and we only spoke about the message of the book because sometimes interviewers would ask us personal stuff, and we got distracted. So then now we submit the questions, and so now it's going well. But I always, we didn't know how we were going to approach this in the beginning, like if it was just going to be Gil. And so we decided, no, it'd be good for me to be with him to make sure everything stays on track. And I would love to ask Yeshua, should I let go now and just let Gil do the interviews on his own? What's in the highest and best for the message of the book, or should it be both of us? We enjoy doing it together. There's no issue with that, but I just want to know what is in the highest and best.
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, no, I think it's fine for you guys to do it together because you flow and you know when he's kind of out of his body, you have that awareness and you can step up. And yeah. And Judah says you can even be honest with that, tell the audience, that sometimes he's his consciousness is in and out of the body. And that's fine. And that this is his primary service right now is just to be present, and that is more important than speaking or anything else.
Right. That's
so
it's Clayton always said that, Gil.
To be present. To be present. His presence is what's key. It's like I see this. I see it occasionally, and I see it very strongly here. Gil, what he's doing in the earth is he's like a pillar. If you imagine a pillar in a house holds the roof up and it's floor to ceiling. So his job is being a pillar that supports heaven and earth, that connects heaven to earth and allows heaven a free flow and free access to the earth through his presence. So it's fine for him to just sit. I do see, I don't know if you've tried this, but I keep seeing like hands on his feet. So I don't know if, it wouldn't work out for interviews probably, but there are times where you can just put your hands on his feet, just sit at his feet and put your hands on his feet.
Yes.
That will help him.
Okay,
also maybe laying a weighted, have you seen these weighted blankets?
No.
They're actually called weighted blankets. They have something in them that makes them really heavy. People buy them for anxiety and different things, but I see that you can get one of these blankets and lay it across his feet.
Great.
On top of his feet, and that will help. And also a grounding plate. Do you have a grounding plate?
No.
So get him you can buy them a grounding plate to put under his feet.
Wow.
And as much as possible, Gil, put your feet on that grounding plate with your socks off. Do that a lot.
Okay.
And you can buy them also, you can buy them for your bed, like a mattress cover that's it's for ground.
Oh, wow.
And that may help.
Wow.
Judah, will that help? Yes. Judah says that will help.
Thank you. Thank you.
So good. How's it feel, guys?
No, it feels great. Thank you very, very much. see it, Anjie, right? Anjie. Thank you for being such a clear channel. And we were really blessed to get in contact with you and have this session. So we're very, very pleased and grateful.
We love you.
Thanks,
Thank
Anjie.
you.
We love you.
Really.
Thank you to Judah and Yeshua and everyone that were here for us. Thank you.
Thank
Deeply
you.
thank you.
Bye.
All
Bye-bye.
right.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
So
Anjie.
you'll send me the recording, Anjie?
I will.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Anjie. You take care.
Hello, beautiful souls. This is Anjie Hipple from the Judah channel, and I'm thrilled to share with you something truly extraordinary that has transformed my life, the lives of many people in the Judah family, and countless others around the world. Imagine coming home to a sanctuary of peace and harmony where all the stresses of your day melt away and your well-being, your physical, mental, and emotional well-being is flourishing. This is the magic of focused life force energy, FLFE. Judah often refers to the co-founders of FLFE, Jeffrey and Clayton, as the Wright brothers of consciousness, just like the Wright brothers who imagined and then brought to life this incredible, fantastic dream that humans could fly. Jeffrey and Clayton are pioneering a new phenomenon in the realm of human consciousness so that humanity can soar. FLFE creates a high consciousness field around your home, your workplace, your cell phone if you're on the go. It's like having the energies of Machu Picchu and other sacred sites right on your own home, right in your living space. Now, what's truly remarkable about FLFE is this. The typical subscriber gains 30 points in their personal level of consciousness in the first 90 days with FLFE. Now, what does that mean? Why is that so extraordinary? To put this in perspective, Dr. Hawkins' research found that the average person only gains 5 points in a lifetime in their own personal level of consciousness. So to be able to gain 30 points in your personal level of consciousness in just 90 days, well, that's just nothing short of miraculous in my book. This is an incredible acceleration of your personal spiritual growth. Now, as someone who is deeply connected to nature, to music, to the healing arts through psychic and channeling gifts, I have experienced firsthand the profound effects of FLFE. It mitigates harmful EMFs. It turns down the volume of all the psychic noise that I hear from the many thousands of people that live around me in my home in the city. It supports better sleep, better health, clearer thinking. It also helps to clear any negative energies or historical imprints on my home, on your home, any ancestral negative karmic baggage on the property that might be associated with the land or the buildings. What I love most about FLFE is that it aligns with my personal journey with Judah, and it supports all the work that I do with you and with Judah in high consciousness fields. It's creating an environment to nurture my growth and my health, and it can do the same for you. Now, I'm sharing with you about FLFE today, not because I need your money. I don't. And FLFE does not need your money. I'm sharing it with you because I really believe that it's going to help your spiritual growth process and support you in a way that you deserve. You're here because you want to grow. That's the whole reason you're here at the Judah channel. You're here because you are learning to be an infinite, supreme creator being. You want to create a beautiful, high vibe, conscious life for yourself and all those that you care about. And that's why I'm sharing FLFE with you. FLFE has been a transformative blessing in my life. It's created an environment that supports all the beautiful work that I do with Judah and each one of you. It's been so key for me that I've bought it for all of my adult children and grandchildren. I give it to them every year as a gift. I wouldn't want them to live without it. Now, FLFE offers two amazing services. There's FLFE property for your home, and there's FLFE everywhere on the go support. You can assign it to your cell phone. You can assign it to a piece of jewelry or a special object like your watch, something that you always have with you. You can try both of these services for free. It's a fully immersive service. It's a trial of 15 days. You do not have to give your credit card, and you do not have to cancel in order to avoid being charged at the end of that 15-day trial period. There are no strings attached. And if you have questions about the service and how it's working or how to best utilize it, or if anything's going on with you during that trial and you're not sure, you need some support, there's always a real person that answers the phone at FLFE to answer your questions about your property, your level of consciousness, what you're experiencing with the service. The customer service is amazing. Thank you for listening. We are here for you with infinite love and infinite possibilities, and I hope you'll make FLFE a support for you in all of that. We love you. Check out the link below. Tell them Judah sent you. See you soon.